Here's a little quick tip on thinning out your liquid Sculpey. So I use liquid Sculpey, as you know, to attach my earring posts to my earrings. And I've always liked it because it creates a nice smooth finish on the backs of my earrings. And I do use it to cover the entire back of the piece that has the post on it, so it has a nice uniform finish. Well, lately my liquid Sculpey has been very thick. It's been really frustrating, and when it's finished baking, it doesn't smooth out and have an even finish. As you can see here, it is thick. It's more difficult to spread out evenly. You can see all the little ridges, and it doesn't self-level. So I'm going to show you how to fix that. You can see the ridges here. It's definitely not smooth and even. All you gotta do is add some clay softener. I don't know why I never thought of this before, but once I did think of it, it was kind of a game changer. So it does take a fair amount, I feel like, more than I would think, to thin it out. First you gotta open it. So I just start by squirting some in there. Then I'll take something long to mix it up. I'm just using a wooden skewer here. And I just want to make sure that it's thoroughly mixed up. So I'll mix it for a while, try to scrape the sides of the container. And then what I'll do is I'll pull some of it out and kind of test the consistency of it to see how it kind of pools back on itself. And I just keep adding softener until it is the consistency that I like. I will have to add it a few more times here, but then you just add a few little squirts at a time, mix it up until you get the right consistency that you want. And just be careful not to add too much, because as you know, you can always add more if you need it, but it's going to be difficult to make it thicker again unless you have another bottle that's thick. So you just keep going until you get the consistency that you want. You can see I'm kind of touching it on the side of the bottle here, and when it kind of falls back down on itself and disappears, that's when I know that it's the right consistency. Still a little thick, so I'm just going to add a little more and get it mixed up, and then I will show you the difference. So when I squirt this on now, you can see that it really kind of melts into itself. It is self-leveling, so it will kind of even out on its own. You'll see those ridges are already going away. I will just use my little silicone brush here and spread it out, and then I'll compare it to the one I did before, which has been sitting there for several minutes and it still hasn't leveled out, and it won't level out. And I will bake these also and show you the difference of them baked as well. But you can see this is nice and smooth. It doesn't have a bunch of bumps and ridges. Compare it to that one, it just kind of looks gloppy and messy. And then here they are baked. You can see how that never smooths out. You've got thick parts and thin parts. And while it does do the trick, it keeps your back on nicely. It just is not as nice of a finished product. And you can see this one is nice and smooth, no bumps or ridges. It just looks like a much cleaner finished product. So I hope this tip helps.